Over here we have a shaded area. I'm still kind of going back and forth on what to plant here. I might end up putting gooseberry. I didn't really realize it was more shaded when I first started putting stuff down. So we've got some, this is a pea plant right here. I think we've got like some moss roses growing in. And then just like some random stuff. Oh, it looks like a green bean plant down there. I was just basically experimenting with this one. And then these are all cosmos and bouquet dill and a couple of sunflower plants that'll be coming up here. This one gets more sun. As you can see, trash blows into this area pretty often. We're over by like Oak Park and Belmont. Then these are the potted plants. This habanero plant's 6 years old. We've been overwintering it every year. I'm not 100% sure it's back, but it's still bendy. It's still green here. It gets really woody after a few years. So it might start making leaves again. It might not. If not, the peppers that fall in germinate. These are habaneros, and it looks like there's some Felius blue peppers here. I had a stalk of that earlier, and then we'll just pull that. That's clover. Dill is really good for poor soil, so if there's anything we don't want to amend, that would be a good option for it. Sorry, I'm just pulling some of the weeds here. There's a little bit of cilantro growing in there too. But yeah, this works really, really well for poor soil. It grows better. This is a calamansi tree. It's from the Philippines. My fiance is Filipino, so that's where that comes from, as a gift from the family. We've got some oregano. Comes back every year, but I also threw down some seeds. But yeah, this is a nice perennial. The roots get really dense, actually, so I usually have to kind of uproot it and amend the soil, add some rocks to the bottom so that it doesn't compact, it drains better. These are red cheese peppers. As you can see, I do have to mulch. It's kind of needing that. Those will grow in pretty well. We've got some basil, some of it that lived through the storm, some of it that is just coming back up. There's different types, so this would be the same as this. It's the Genovese basil. I've also got like lettuce leaf, lime basil. We've got lemon basil. There's purple basil and Thai basil. Oh, and cardinal basil as well. I always forget about that one. That one's more for flowering. There's also just like catnip and dill and cilantro and stuff growing in here. I just kind of let it go and transplant it when it's bigger. These are peppers, and well, that's dill, that's basil, that's catnip. But yeah, lots of pepper seeds coming up. This is a weed, but those are pepper seeds. These are a few different sweet peppers I have growing. There's some random dill growing here. I planted aloha peppers. Oh, and that's Thai basil right there. Again, just random stuff germinates in here, but the goal for this is an aloha pepper plant that I can overwinter. They're like red and yellow bell peppers. These two were purchased. It's really difficult to get rosemary and sage to start from seed. I did throw down some sage seeds though, and they're actually taking pretty well. I'm not sure if it looks like some of the rosemary is taking too, because I planted that as well. I did a transplant as well as from seed. And then we'll go around this way, I guess. This is mostly marigolds and a tomato plant that I've got growing here. It's Illinois Beauty, so that one's good for the climate out here. And then I've got, that's parsley on the side, cilantro on the side, a little bit of dill intermixed. This here is actually growing thyme. So we've got two different types. There's the lemon thyme and the regular thyme. Lots of stuff from seed. And this is actually lemongrass growing in here. And it looks like some thyme seeds got in over on this side.